I will introduce you Koji Kisaki. He's a student from Japan. He's currently studying in Venice, and he wanted to talk with me about the actual situation in 2013 in our economic activity in the industry all around the world, and we will mostly concentrate on the activity in the USA and Japan. And I asked him about the dire fiscal positions, also because there is more preoccupation with risks and opportunities. Companies will remain cautious in their spending and hiring plans. There will be also an unwelcome rise of protectionism globally, and it will be harder for companies to get their goods to the right places. I asked him if he believes that there are more opportunities right now by planning a career in a foreign European country because of this decreasing financial trade system. He already told me that his major is not economics because he feels not well when talking about it, but his opinion, it's not easy to find a job in foreign countries, particular if you have less experience and you are younger. Even in Japan, he could see that there's getting a harder situation to find a job. Besides, apart from decreasing financial trade system, most Japanese people don't understand foreign languages, even English. They don't even talk it, and that would be one of the reasons why it's something which prevents people from going out to find a job in Japan. So the situation in China and America, when talking about global growth, is that they account for more than 60% in car sales in 2013, as the industry's two largest markets register above average increases. And global car sales will rise by 5%, so a similar rate to the year before. India will revolutionize and close to Russia. It's very close to Russia right now as the world's fifth largest car market, and there's already the Germany's bumper on the fourth place. How I wanted to explain to him what's the difference about traveling by car in Europe and compared to it in Japan, because they are more into using also public transportations. I asked him how he experienced traveling by train and public transports, because it's something very common and usual among students all around the world, even also because you are moving from one place to another. And you are studying more than one place, which is not your hometown. So the statistic of global growth in car sales really reflects the reality and true state of our recent economic crisis. Also because the misery continues for banks in the developed world. And he told me that it depends, because in Japan they usually use also domestic car. The public transportation, such as train, they contain some mechanical parts which are made in Germany in its body. As far as he sees in Europe, there are many kinds of car, but most of them are European ones. And this is also very this is the reality of facts. Some of them are what are produced in foreign countries such as Japan and China. And in his point of view, he thinks that the statistic of car sales in the world reflects just the business world, and only those businesses are growing. So what he thinks of the growth of natural gas, I asked him this because this is one of the major topics in 2013. Global gas consumption will rise by around 4% and 3 times faster than for oil. And I wanted to ask him if there is a shift, if he believes that a shift by producers in North America could influence the list of natural gas consumption. On the first place in the rank, the situation is as following. There's the United States, then there is Russia on the second place, European Union, Arab League, they share all the second place, and then there's Iran, China on the fourth place, and Japan on the fifth. He thinks that the shift by producers in North America could influence this natural gas consumption. He doesn't know how to explain it, of course, because there is a lack of knowledge in this kind of topics, but he believes that North America is such a dominant power and such a dominant continent, and this is why the natural gas influence all around the world is currently influenced by the exposure of natural gas and the growth of natural gas in the United States. When talking about entertainment about 2013, I wanted to ask him if the online distribution of video games will surpass sales for the box variety for the first time, because as statistics says, the digital sales will grow by 13% compared with the 1% contradiction in box products. There are a lot of consumers who discuss whatever they are watching, reading or listening to in real time on online social networks. And the most common question is, what is the opinion on television? And is it still the key entertainment hub, or is there subscriptions and fees? Are they still increasing? Are they very important in order to see well-developed entertainment show, to see some great television? Also, there will be a rise of the amount of film goers and enthusiasm, and that's why we asked him about it, and he thinks that there will be a hump in the entertainment world for sure. But the network and access to internet is very important also for the streaming situation. People always tend to look shows and some very important news on their internet, and they have their connection in order to be always very punctual and informed. So actuality is basically something which goes ahead with their comparison to computer system, and also with their use of computer and mobile phone. So the fact is that we can connect with other people in the world wherever we are, and this is also something very important in order to share our realization of things, our experiences, and how to say, in order to share also news, because everywhere you go, news are told in a different way, and this is very important in order to compare news. This was the industry interview held by Koichi Kisaki. He could not come, but he was very nice in order to tell me what he thinks about it, and the Japanese point of view was just like a minor element in this interview. I want to thank you, and hear you next time.